of 1,000-year Reich, but in truth they are already dead. The war machine shattered at Stalingrad, but the evil regime staggers on, desperate to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. A special battalion of SS troops scoured the globe for a supernatural means to win the war. They were led by the most dangerous man I ever met. Oberfuhrer Wolfram von List. It was he who destroyed my life and cost me my soul. Von List gathered experts from across the Reich. Archaeologists, explorers, historians, and authorities on the occult, like myself. We were forced to help them loot sacred antiquities, but none of the relics we found gave von List the power he craved. Then, something happened in Poland that changed everything. Another Nazi attempt to alter the course of the war somehow weakened the barrier between this world and the next, unleashing the forces of darkness. Many miles away, 5 of our artifacts suddenly awakened. Ancient spirits, demons if you will, beckon from these otherworldly relics, whispering a promise of power. And, of course, von List accepted. He now has the power to raise the dead, and they plan to take back everything the Nazis lost. All the troops he will ever require lie frozen in the mass graves of the Eastern Front. To stop his unholy army, they must find allies, or the 1,000-year Reich will consume us all.
My rescuers, you are here! This is Professor Kraft. Your artifacts show that you bonded with powerful entities. But so has von List. Clear out his obstacles. Your Dark Ether partners will help.
I am a scholar of warfare. Let me share what I have learned.
The portals lead to challenges. Demon hearts are your reward. Go get them! Saraxis, it's time to feed.
Prepare to kill and collect.
Kraft here. I've noticed that Cortifex's magic is slowly draining your demon's energies.
Solution. Take the runestones dropped by dead revenants and feed them to the Sin Eater.
Rise, revenants. They are taking power that belongs to me.
You're making progress. Mortals are always good for a little match.
Strike at me, will you?
around here somewhere. Find the obelisk I need to feed.
Light in their eyes makes a I will not let you feel that thing! Strength is inhuman!
Feel that power coursing through our limbs. Worth every bullet. Sorry to eat and run, but we have places to be.
Even Dark Ether entities have their needs. The fine start. Now, open the next one. Our enemy is using Dark Ether siphon cores to increase their army. The ceremony is brief. Disrupt it until their time runs out.
Oh, I hope I would never see siphon cores again.
Double points.
Smite them and fill your
A siphon core has begun to feed. Kill the ones near it before it's too late. They gather at the siphon core. You know what to do, seedlings.
You just signed your own death warrant! Told you I'd get even!
They are on to the next siphon core. Stop them!
Insta-kill.
They are weakened. Strike!
Life is all about sacrifice. And now, so is death.
only slow them down a little longer.
You want a moment's respite.
The stench of death magic. We won, my seedlings.
Each time you stop that ritual, you deny Von List a shortcut to victory.
May we never see those siphon cores again.
Almost there. Keep clearing obstructions. Now would be a good time to inspect the altar's new covenants.
Ooh, feels a bit tingly. Revenants! Rid me of these tiresome fools! Right between your glowing eyes!
That grand containment spell all around us?
Get ready to take back what is ours!
Look for runestones when you kill your enemies. They are filled with power, stolen from your demons.
Take the runestones to the obelisk. Enough of that, and our power is restored.
Sucking insects. That is my power you are stealing. Bonus points.
I hear a boom, Shreya. Shoot it
scream's almost worse than the blast!
Thieving vermin! You will pay for every runestone! I swear it!
I'm surprised it doesn't laugh every time it runs off.
Oh, you really should cut your nails!
Stop you!
How'd you like it, Scheikopf? Take back! In full. Hard to pass up. A bullet to the head works. I'll destroy you for that.
Ah, yes. Stolen power. Delectable. Oh, I could curl
What a
up
find.
and sleep right now. So satisfying.
Excellent. We need our symbiotic spirits at full strength. Another obstruction removed. The Oberfuhrer must be beside himself.
Wonderful machine. I must know its secrets. Corrupted hearts. Such value in a thing that looks so vile.
Out with the bag!
Drink deep, my pupil.
You are fools to do Kraft's bidding. But once you are dead, you will answer my commands.
The pills the Wehrmacht gave us weren't half as strong as this.
We need help from the Dark Ether.
Cortifex has many followers. Most were once his servants.
That floating orb will find a weak spot between dimensions. Stay close. You will protect each other.
We seek aid from old friends in the Dark Ether.
can stand against me.
Someone will answer. They all have scores to settle with court-effects.
Bellica, I hope we know what we are doing. Come see me. I am in the building to the left of the theater. Is that understood? Over.
I know what to do. I think.
As you can see, you will have to clear one more barrier to enter. Craft to Special Forces. We have a chance to go on the offensive.
This won't be complicated. Just kill anything that moves.
This is Craft. We are on the offensive. Kill anything that moves.
I'll keep you there until my strength gives out.
Rise, revenants!
Skull shattered! Wiedergänger down!
Big, tough. They shoot back.
Keep your rancid claws off me!
Anywhere but here,
All the simians in our company, I salute you.
from their senses.
Wear them down, revenants. Give them no quarter.
Headshots field. Merciful. You have that Scheiße! Hurt!
You got lucky today, but you will fall. And soon. I swear it.
I am pleased with your performance. Improve on it next time.
Each strike like this buys us time. You have my gratitude. Oh, my allies! You have come such a long way since you first arrived in Stalingrad. Come in! Come in!
I guess I really will drink anything. Auf Wiedersehen to your face!
Powerful rune magic emanating from a unique portal. It's unlike any we have seen.
Be careful, my allies. Do not enter it unless truly prepared. Am I clear?
One day I'll stop taking orders. Not let's scream! There's a chalkboard! I will pay for that!
Call upon my shroud and it is yours.
No head, no problem. What's the exchange rate? Corrupted hearts to Deutschmarks.
The Altar of Covenants rewards your offering.
Time to feed your demons, my friends.
Ready to fetch some rune stones? You better be.
I had a feeling you would try to use the Sin Eater. I'm afraid it is you who'll be devoured.
Oh, you humans do get full of yourself. Now fetch some rune stones and feed the Sin Eater.
Mere pinpricks.
But hey, oh, you shouldn't have.
Revenge feels good! Not for you!
The Sin Eater moved. Why can't that thing stay put?
Lost count of my kills! Not that I would keep a tally.
There goes the Sin Eater.
I will shine out and no one keeps him from that obelisk!
think I'll be needing this.
A battle and a meal. You know how to show a girl a good time.
We look out for each other. That is why we'll win. Go with Nauticus. You must weaken the barrier spell by cleansing control rooms.
There must be augmentors hidden around here somewhere. I shall take us to them.
The next best thing to victory made.
Pleasure doing business, you hideous thing.
Our strength is yours.
Cortifex's worms are trying to block our access to the Dark Ether.
This is between me and Cortifex. But you will play your part.
Cortifex released augmenter worms to empower his containment spell. Cleanse the area.
Look for runes. Identify the augmentors. Hold that ground long enough, and back they go to the Dark Ether.
Must have used that brain for something. Oh, your strength is inhuman!
You may have banished an augmentor, but your luck is running out.
Remember, the more ground you cleanse, the less they can throw at you.
You'll pay dearly for that loss. Yes, take even more ground from the enemy. Spare me fire.
Keep your rancid claws up!
That will keep them at bay.
Hurry! Cleanse more runes, and you'll have less to fight.
Think I used to serve with that guy? Closer you get, faster you fall.
tell me we are rid of the Augmenter's stain.
Where others falter, Nauticus finds victory. The humans helped too.
Help us send a message to the Dark Ether.
There are many who would help us. Let's find a portal and you'll see. To us, this is nectar. To you, not so much.
That scream will haunt my nightmares! Ah! You just signed your own death warrant!
Your presence here offends. Time to die.
I'll put you down like a rabid dog! Right between your glowing eyes!
I am not a fighting man, but I would want that.
I tire of your meddling. Time for you to die.
Are we really sure this is a good idea?
Whatever is in there, it feels wrong. Like a howling void.
I don't recall inviting you, but you will not leave alive.
Damn you, Wiedergänger! All Sturm and no draft!
Ballast points. Protective.
You cannot win. Each wave is stronger than the last.
Ah, they smell so bad! Wiedergänger down! Just to shut you up! Headshots feel merciful.
Spend it wisely.
Beat them down, Cortifex. Give them more than they can take.
Close enough to smell its breath! Oh. Go ahead, no problem. You left soldiers for the 1,000-year ride. The only good Sturmkriegers are dead one. I only finished what you started. You really should cut your nails!
Open the portal. Take it!
How long can you last, Rebels? We are about to find out.
Escape portal activated. Let's get you out of here.
Consume you, mortals, and then your whole world.
Strike down all revenants. We must discuss what you just experienced. The things you saw. That spellbook page. The energy meters. Come see me.
Fine. Don't expect me to salute. Strike at me, will you?
This is the Wahrheit territory. Trespassers will be executed.
Apologies for not greeting you face to face, but you may recall I am magically sealed in here by a page from the Tome of Ritual. You've seen the tome by now out there on its treasure.
unusual. Perhaps you've explored how it can further empower your demonic power. During my service with the Divine, the code is applicated around the world. This also is what we managed to restore. Future story, secured by those legends.
What I sensed as a void was no ordinary spell. Von List and Cortifax clearly don't want us to get it.
Which means that page may be the key to defeating Von List.
We must go back and fight, and this time fight harder. Oh, Destroyer. Can you not recognize a no-win scenario? We must rethink our strategy.
And what do you propose, Nauticus? How will the Conqueror overcome the fact that mortal flesh is weak?
You think so little of them, Sir. You crave their attention so much.
It's going to get us nowhere. Just give me some time. Don't hear more obstacles, my friend. I will not your pain at home.
Must have used that brain for something.
Soldiers of Nauticus, let us discuss our tactical dilemma in private. I have placed a speaking stone in what you call the apartments. Go find it. You may have to clear obstructions to get there. Understood?
Message received. Loud und clear.
Now you are ready, yeah?
You're here. Good. At least you can follow orders.
Oh, don't flatter yourself, Nauticus. No one saluted you since Cortifex stripped you of command.
Let the Conqueror speak. I want to hear how he intends to shield these humans from certain death. As a matter of fact, Victor, a shield is exactly what I propose. It would have to be stronger than anything a mortal forge can produce, even in this age.
I believe Nauticus speaks of another shield. One you may remember from your service in Cortifex's armies.
Oh, you mean that commander of the Night Legions, don't you? What was his name again?
His name is forgotten. Cortifex saw to that as part of his punishment. But his shield is still somewhere in the dark ether. Finding and awakening it may require more power than the four of us combined.
This is Kraft. Something unexpected has occurred here. Return to my office at once.
Sure. Not that I have much choice.
You see it, yes? Yet another new portal has appeared. Nauticus, did any of you summon it?
No, Professor. But it appears to lead somewhere outside the barrier spell, trapping us here.
I think I may know what this is. We have sent many messages to the Dark Ether requesting help.
Has someone finally answered?
Not just someone, Invictor. Can you feel her? Faint, but definitely her.
Who are you talking about? With whom have we made contact?
Verkana the last. All is well, Gabriel. She will come as a friend.
I can't believe, of all our brethren on the other side, she would decide to help us.
Well, she always did keep to herself. But who among us has more reason to hate Cortifex? Her entire clan, hunted down by his assassins. Their sacred forests, reduced to ash. She still needs to complete her artifact, or she would have joined us by now. All we can do is wait.
She is trying to tell us something with this portal. The desert that lies beyond must be our next front in the war against Cortifex. But only with Verkana's help can we pass through that portal and proceed with the plan Nauticus proposed.
And then Von List is in for a rude surprise. Let's get back to work, my allies. I will alert you once our new friend arrives. Yes?
My work is never done.
Gabriel Croft to Special Forces. By now you know the Dark Ether entities dwelling within you have visited our world before. Those who could perceive them have mistaken them for ghosts, deities, even angels. My own description of them as demons owes more to my academic background than to any belief they are infernal in origin. But we all see the world through our own lens. One can hardly blame a Viking for seeing Nauticus as a frost giant, or the ancient Greeks for thinking Invictor was the war god Ares. My point is that our own biases color how we see them. You hear demon and you think evil. The truth is much more nuanced. These are immortal beings from another universe, as capable of benevolence as they are of doing harm. In short, they do not share our sense of right and wrong. So never forget, these are not demons in some biblical sense of the word. They are your partners. Their hatred of Cortifex assures that our goals are aligned. Enter a portal. There is much to be done. Craft here. I have been thinking about something that happened when the artifacts awakened. Von List bonded with Cortifex. artifacts, one of the first things he did was to gather all the pages from the Tome of Rituals that led us to the Scepter of Cortifex and locked them away in his office. I stayed out of his way. Frankly, I was terrified. The man was already dangerous. But now, there was a light in those pale blue eyes that... well, you get the idea. But in hiding the origins of the scepter, von List raised some troubling questions. Was there some vulnerability mentioned in those pages? Some threat to his plans? I was not on the expedition that recovered the scepter. All I know is it was found in Egypt's eastern desert, far from the great cities of antiquity. I heard there was a temple to Osiris there, long forgotten and not mentioned in ancient records. I suspect those pages may provide a breakthrough for our little resistance movement. There must be some reason von List hid them. Just something to keep in mind as we search for a way to stop the Wahrheit before the worst can come to pass. This is Kraft. I want to talk about dark ether runes. Those little symbols you see all around. I first saw them on loose pages from the Tome of Rituals that I tracked down for the Wahrheit. Then, we found them inscribed at all the sites where we found the dark ether artifacts. I could see they fit no known human alphabet. But some of my colleagues attributed them to the ancient Aryans. Their reasons were obvious. Von List answers to Reichsführer SS Heinrich Himmler, whose belief in German superiority is the core of the Nazis' poisonous ideology. Himmler wanted the Wahrheit to find evidence the Aryan race invented the hallmarks of civilization, including written language. But kissing Himmler's backside would not change the facts. These rules were not Aryan. They were, however, used in mystical rites as far back as Egypt's 4th dynasty, as recent as the 1920s. Belekar has since explained to me that they are the basis for dark ether rune magic. She is endeavoring to teach me their use, but I fear I have been a poor pupil. Some runes are associated with specific demons, like Cortifex or Saraxis. Others, well, I suppose that remains to be seen. This is Kraft, with some background on the artifacts you carry. They were used by ancient priests, sorcerers, in places as far-flung as the Yucatan and the islands of Japan. They were said to commune with angels and summon demons. But when we unearthed these artifacts, we were faced with a mystery. There were strange design details, markings, and materials that simply did not fit the cultures that claimed them. These objects were anomalies, anachronisms. They did not belong in those settings. They were alien. I have since confirmed the artifacts were created in the dark ether dimension. They were cast by inhuman hands, in forms meant to appeal to human aesthetics. Small wonder they got the details wrong. They allowed beings who could not come here physically to visit as spirits and bond with mortal flesh. Some, like Cortifex, were cruel, controlling. Others, like Bellica, were kind. benevolent. Alas, these relics became their prisons. Each demon is now trapped like the proverbial genie in a lamp. Safeguard your artifacts. Study them. Learn to unlock their powers. Just don't try to sell them. Any appraiser versus souls would dismiss them as forgeries. And in a sense, they would be right. Do not delay, my friends. Enter a portal.
This is Oberfuhrer Wolfram von List. To all troops of Kampfgruppe die Wahrheit, you have my congratulations and sincere appreciation for what you have accomplished so far in Stalingrad. Exhumation of corpses continues on schedule. Our undead army will soon rise in earnest. On that glorious day, our march across Europe begins. We are transforming the site of our greatest military humiliation into the source of our ultimate victory. For the Third Reich, Stalingrad was not das Ende, not the end. It is der Anfang, the beginning. From here, our army der Toten will awaken. Marching from mass grave to mass grave, increasing their ranks. The fatherland's honored dead will once again fight for our shared destiny. And if you see old friends and comrades among them, remember, they will not be the men they once were, but their service continues. Their previous sacrifice no longer in vain. Just salute them and get out of their way. Our fallen will combine with their own to drive all our enemies into the sea.
Gabriel Kraft, Audio Memoir, Part 5. My servitude to die Wahrheit was almost over before it truly began. I was tasked with gathering the lost pages of the Tome of Rituals. But I had no idea where to start. All I had was a few pages already in von List's possession. One had notes scribbled in the margin. And just as von List began threatening to execute my poor Sasha, I recognized that handwriting. One of the patrons of my university was an amateur demonologist. The hobbies of the idle rich. Anyhow, he must have once possessed the pages to have jotted down those notes. Von List had him arrested and tortured. He revealed he had been a member of the society, one entrusted with hiding tome pages. He listed others who also possessed a few. With enough pages, I deduced the locations of various artifacts listed within them. For a time, I was von List's most valuable helper. He rewarded me with a letter from Sasha. Proof of life, he called it. I tried not to weep as I read it. Von List hated that. But things turned for the worse when none of the artifacts seemed to have any power. I had made a devil's bargain to keep my beloved alive. But my luck was running out.
Oberfuhrer von List, to all die Wahrheit personnel operating in Merville, France, in Paris, and in the swamp known to locals as Shinonuma. First, Your service is exemplary. The dimensional weak spot at the windmill site is already receiving vital support from the Dark Ether. The archaeological dig at Shin no Numa is yielding important insights about the entities aiding the enemy. And preparations atop the Hotel Royale will ensure that all of Paris will soon experience a very different sort of nightlife. Be advised that another area of operations is underway. You may hear radio traffic from our unit in the eastern desert of Egypt. Theirs is a mission vital to protecting our most valuable ally, Herr Cortifex. Requests from this task force get top priority. So far, Kraft's little band of guerrillas have not targeted that operation, and I intend to keep it that way. Continue with your duties, my loyal soldiers. Soon the whole world will be at our feet.
I do not mean to nag, but you really should enter a portal soon.
I tire of your meddling. Time for you to die.
Mindless, now bring. Back off, Schweinehund! I'll destroy you for that! That'll teach you to keep your distance!
These messages you've been sending to the Dark Ether, the orbs. Who exactly do you expect to answer your call? Because I doubt anyone back home can be bothered to join our struggle here.
With respect, Invictor, we were not the only ones who took an interest in this world.
Perhaps. But when the others realized they could not come here in the flesh, that there was nothing material to be gained, they took interest in other things.
Now there is something here they can have. Vengeance. Cortifex the Deathless made a lot of enemies.
Yes, Warlock. And they were once united against Cortifex. But by now, they are surely back to battling each other.
This will not happen all at once. Destroy. First, they must make contact. Then, we must help them fashion artifacts to bind them to this plane. Perhaps the Nether Wars rage once more in the Dark Ether. But the head of Cortifex is too great a prize to resist. Someone will answer my calls. I know it.
Damn you, Wiedergänger! Come and get it!
Max ammo.
Craft, entry number 6. I had found von List the artifacts in the Tome of Rituals. They proved as useless as the rest of the relics the Wahrheit plundered. He looked at me with more disgust than usual, losing faith in me. The moment I was no longer useful would be the end of me. And my Sasha. Though we were never officially married, and we kept our union from prying eyes, Sasha was my spouse.
I could not give up until we were reunited. But the search for a mystical Wunderwaffe to save the Reich was based on the delusions of a Nazi death cult. I was beginning to despair. And then the incident at Project N Station punched a hole into the dark ether, awakening the artifacts in the blink of an eye. My fear I was not producing results became abject terror. That I had handed Wolfram von List the ultimate weapon.
I hate bullets! That's all a Sturmträger is!
Remember the portal?
Strike at me, will you? The light in their eyes makes a perfect target.
Von List and his minions had better worry now.
Tell me, Cortifex, what do you remember of the men and women who used to summon you to the Hotel Royale?
Is that how they put it? They summoned me? Such gall.
The members of the Society Occult were the wealthiest, most powerful people in Europe. Puppet masters of the Western world. They also dabbled in dark magic. Their seances and rituals at the Hotel Royale were the stuff of legend.
They were children playing with fire, and if I answered their call, it was only out of boredom. After all, I was trapped in my scepter. If some red-blood fool contacted me with their crystal ball, at least it gave me a glimpse of how far humans had come. And for all the progress they thought they made, for all their riches and influence, the Society Occult were tampering with forces beyond their understanding. The one thing that impressed me was their spell book, the Tome of Rituals. Dark ether rune magic written by humans. But they could not have written it without help.
True. Over the centuries, they summoned others of your kind. And one of them, most likely Belekar, gave those children all the matches they needed to burn their world to cinders.
Your weapon thirsts for power. I can respect that.
Go on the attack. Invicta will guide you.
I shall keep you there, as long as I can.
So you've come here to die. My legions will devour you.
Empty threats. Kill his puppets. and let us be done with this.
Fools! You are but sheep in the lion's den.
Strength is inhuman! Out of my way! I'll put you down like a rabid dog!
So you cost me a handful of soldiers. I have millions more. Millions!
That was satisfactory. Perhaps you will end on this. Perhaps.
Those cursed siphon cores. Go to the portal before it's too late.
Keep this up, my friends, and victory is ours.
When the rift portal opens, get there as quick as you can.
9 special forces. 9! I will not let you rest. Watch this, crab. Your soldiers are tired. To rest.
You killed me when you had the chance! Size and firepower could not save you! I hit back harder!
This power.
cut your nails! Bullets to the head, works! I'll destroy you for that!
You're safe. Ah, fantastic. Rest now. We live to fight another day.